in the car this morning to go get coffee from Big B because I'm lazy and ran out of coffee creamer and didn't buy any more, and I wanted to go get some, and I was gonna walk because it's only 2 doors down, but it's kind of snow, sleet, raining outside, and I was like, I don't want to walk through that, so I just decided to take my car. Why wouldn't you take your car when you can be like, I'd like a large list coffee, please. Would you like an extra shot of espresso? Of course I'd like an extra shot of espresso. Would you also like a bagel? I don't want to do dishes, so yes, I would like a bagel. I haven't even had a sip of it yet. My life needs this coffee the same way these lungs need oxygen. This heart needs blood. This mind needs coffee. It's so good. And now I have a giant, giant coffee. So good. When I went to go get the coffee, I found in my car this hood. This doesn't belong to me. It's like a hoodie in that it has a hood, but it's so unlike a hoodie because sleeves. These things where your arms go to keep you warm. So I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Speaking of segues, I'll tell you how I do feel about writing right now. I have a phone call scheduled with my editor to talk about making cuts to my story. It's a little long, and it has some places I need to pull back on. My editor's like, oh yeah, go through and just start chopping scenes like a madman. Here's a machete. Go! You know, that imagery would be a lot more efficient if I actually had a machete. Yes, my editor says, go, chop scenes with a machete. I'm not sure that this thing is very warm. Who doesn't like to chop scenes when you have an actual machete? Okay, to be fair, it's my roommate's machete, but I think we've established how comfortable I am with property and possession. What belongs to other people and what belongs to me. From the outside, I'm like, yeah, let's chop some scenes. Let's cut it down. Let's make it more condensed and efficient. Let's really make the heart of the story come through. But then, when I go to actually make the change in the story with track changes on and everything, so even if you're changing things, you're not really losing it. When I go to make the change, suddenly, it's like taking a machete to my coffee. Coffee, you're too big. It's too much. There's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't belong, maybe a little bit too much sweetener. There's a lot of whipped cream taking up unnecessary space, and I really just need to cut you down to size so that more people will love you the way that I love you. Ugh, I just can't. And this is where the logic of my editor will come in and she'll be like, bro, it's not that hard to cut scenes. You just gotta do it. I'm not sure why my editor-author relationship has become so centralized in sharp objects, but I think it just speaks to my personality. I've got a lot of work to do to make my coffee the best coffee it can, so that I can get all of you to love my coffee as well. Because what is writing if not attempting to get others addicted to something that I'm also addicted to? Weird out coffee or books? Stories? Ooh, a mailman. Mail woman. She's delivering mail. Oh, in the rain. That sucks. She told you not. She's got a really cool hat. Now that I'm done stalking the mail deliverer, sometimes you need someone to come in and be like, hey, I know you're attached to this lovely character that you love so much and this lovely scene that's just so beautiful, but you gotta cut it. You just gotta kill it. And I know it might be hard, but it'll be better in the long run. Your story will thank you. It'll say thank you. But really, since it's now a more condensed and efficient version of itself, it'll say something like, okay, thanks. And that's really all you want from your coffee, to get properly mangled by the proper sharp objects and then go wandering off into the world where it'll find love. Am I metaphoring correctly? I don't think I'm metaphoring correctly. But I got my coffee, so nothing's really all that bad. Plus, I am going to see Fantastic Beasts today, and I'm super excited! Last weekend, I went to see Doctor Strange in Arrival. Also, I have this kumquat that's just chilling on my desk, and I'm like, I want to eat it, because the outside is a little bit dry, and the inside white fibrous tissue is a little bit sweet, but then the inside is like that's the face you make when you eat it. Watch, I'll show you. Oh, that was bad. Oh, it's so, it's so strong, and like, it's like sweet and then overwhelmingly tangy, and then sweet again. Okay, that's good now. I'm glad I could share that trauma with you. Long story short, I want to make sure that I'm keeping the right mindset. My editor will be able to tell me, hopefully, while I'm going through and making cuts, am I looking for just to get rid of scenes where like maybe there's too much banter, or am I maybe looking to focus on getting rid of things that spend too much time in one place? And then there's the question of the character that I'm probably gonna have to either eliminate or significantly reduce their role, which will be so sad, because I love her. She's like one of my favorite, but if she's not propelling the plot forward in a significant manner and the pace is slowing down, then I guess I can cut her and put her in the second book a little more, which would be nice. So NaNoWriMo for me is kind of grinded to a screeching halt just because I'm now going back in towards edits, and I have some dictation I haven't typed up yet from my long car rides. This is how I drive. How about you? Like a fishy in the sea driving down the street. That was maybe a little weird. I will be making cuts and it will be awesome. So awesome. Just not even a little weird, terrifying, or unnerving. As always, for the time being, you can find me on Twitter, here on YouTube. I feel like when I do this part, I'm supposed to do it pretty fast. I'm supposed to like have all of these things memorized. All I can do is get distracted by shiny objects. Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, blog, email, other things. Not Snapchat right now because temporarily it's broken until I get a new cell phone, which may be never because I'm really lazy. You know when you get to the end of the video and you're like, wow, I probably should have like brushed my hair today or like taken it out of the ponytail I put it in yesterday, or not. Also, complete sidebar, I had a 12-hour day at work yesterday, and then I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, which is today. And I woke up at 7:30 and I'm like, this is not how sleeping in is supposed to work. So, is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to involve a lot of cuts? Yes. But as long as I have you here to support me, I know I can get through anything. Oh, and you too, of course. Okay, to be fair, it's my roommate's machete, but I think we've established. Alrighty, what was I doing with my life? Editing my book? Drinking coffee? All of those things? And this is where my editor will come in and be like, bro, not that hard to cut scenes. I come to you like 14 hours after I filmed the first part of this video. I went to see Fantastic Beasts. Awesome. So great. I did take my hair down and it was a mistake. Thirdly, I haven't yet finished this giant thing of coffee, but it's midnight 30, so that sounds like as good a time as any to do that. I'm sure I'll sleep great. It's a moment like this where I'm like, what's on that wall behind me? Can you read that? I'm just hoping there's no significant spoilers on the wall, or if there are, that you just can't read them because they're blurry.